Hello and welcome my fab fans to Glam's new video. You wanted a bracelet making video. You voted for it. This is what you're gonna get. I have 9 different bracelets set out that I'm gonna make during this video. I would make other kinds, but these are easy and quick to make, so that's what we're getting. Let's start with the easiest one. The one where most of the beads won't run away. Me trying to remember the order of the beads. Oh shit. What was I gonna use for the 5? I think that was my struggle with picking out beads for some of them, was I don't have colors that match. I'm just gonna add more silver because I don't have any more gold types. I really just don't though. But I'm also missing a piece, so I'm gonna take these two off. Since I knew I didn't have a lot of gold, and one person requested gold and silver, I was like, okay. I'll see what I have, but I don't think I got gold or silver. I mean, I had a bunch of silver options. I did not have much gold options. Which was what my noticing was. I do not own gold. But I also don't like gold very much. Which, inherently, you won't buy a lot of what you don't like. Don't get me wrong, gold can be pretty. It's just not my color. I personally like silver, and it also sells better in shops, so at the end of the day, buying gold really isn't worth it, because not many people like it. Point, flat, bottom, gold, black, gold, disc, hematite, disc, gold, black, gold, stone, point, gold, gold, hematite, came with that. That's the wrong one. I got distracted and immediately forgot my pattern. I'm so fun. Knowing that this bracelet has every kind of gold bead I have, basically, except maybe one, but they're too small and I'd also use them in the same way. How do you feel? Came out. Mostly silver, right? Yeah. Thought so too. But I can't really change the fact that I just own mostly silver items. There was more silver options too. There's about 3 other silver type options that I could have used. I only had one other gold option. And it was a spacer bead. And I added a little feather. one bracelet. Let's move on to the next one. This one's Galaxy. Because I personally love these beads and they remind me of a galaxy. I also wanted an excuse to use this charm. It is so cute. It's a little cat on a moon. I remember once I got a compliment from a customer like multiple times over, and all of my coworkers were like, "You're not that nice." It was like, thanks, guys. Just all of them being like, "You're such an asshole, though. Why are they complimenting you? This must be fake." Thanks, guys. I love my coworkers, but they're just also so mean to me sometimes by being like, "Really? You? Getting compliments?" This is not the first time this has happened to me either. They all just look at me like, "Really? You? You nice? No. You must have paid him off." It's like, thanks, guys. Tell me how you really feel. Love my coworkers so much. But I'm really not that bad. I promise. I might be. I don't know. I don't pay attention enough to know. Not like I understand social cues. The thing is, I don't hate my coworkers. They're awesome people. Some of my greatest friends. I'm definitely not the nicest person. I would never claim to be. And apparently my tone of voice is like that of an asshole, when in reality, I'm just trying to get things done as fast as possible. And I don't always smile. Not because I'm sad, but because of the fact that I'm focused on getting things right. I don't want to fuck up your orders. So I'm not gonna smile fully. I only really smile fully when not a lot is going on. Because when not a lot is going on, it ain't that stressful. We chillin'. Usually I'm stressed though, because I'm at work. But not like stressed worse than if I was at home. At home I'm stressed about different things. At work is like a manageable kind of stress. At home is not a manageable kind of stress. And I'm just like, I have so many things to do. Long list of things. Which is fine. Also, I might have found a car that I can have and afford. So I might be less stressed soon. Which is nice. Because honestly, literally anything is okay as long as it will last me, even with minor repairs. Because I can handle minor repairs. Because my friend is a mechanic. My sister-in-law is the best person ever. Also, she was like, I dropped out of high school, and I'm like, that doesn't make you dumb, that just makes you not want to be at school. Because she still got her GED. She still has technically a high school diploma. technically. She just did it the quick way. If you get your GED, and you can get it when you're 16, but you have to study really fucking hard. That test is really difficult. To get a GED, you have to be, like, really smart. But it is a way to get out of school when you're 16. A GED is the equivalent of a high school diploma. When people ask you about it, literally all you can say is, I just didn't want to be around those people. Did not like those people. And people will fully understand. Because they went to school. I personally liked school, I just hated the people. But I still stuck it out to finish school. Because, one, I kind of don't mind being in school or, like, sitting in a classroom to learn. Keeps me, like, in a place and focused. But I can fully understand why a person wouldn't like it. I thought these beads were going to be too small, but it turns out they are big enough. So I'm just gonna... Honestly, getting rid of those made it look nicer. I'm kind of glad I'm getting rid of them. And you might be like, oh, aren't you afraid if you have to clean those up? And I was like, I have to clean my floor daily anyway. It does not affect me if I have to clean a little bit more. And it's like, aren't you worried that you're wasting beads? And I'm like, I don't care. It's like, I really don't care if I break beads. There's a reason I buy spacers, is in case my beads are not big enough. That's the whole point of spacers. I don't care if I have to break a few. They're cheap as hell. The whole case of spacers I got, $5. And I didn't even buy it for myself. Actually, most of my beads were gifted to me. I'm not gonna lie. If you send me, like, beads and stuff, I would use them. But I also don't need any more. Because, oh my god, do I have too many fucking beads. Like, all of the ones you see here don't even hit the mark on how many different kinds of beads I have. I have a whole bin in my closet that takes up so much space, full of jewelry that I have made. I made so much. I have so much jewelry, I could fill an entire shop with jewelry by myself. To be fair, if I could own a jewelry store, I gladly would. That would be so fun. It is kind of like a dream to just own a jewelry store where I could sell things that I made. It's like, I don't want to be a singer. I don't want to be a dancer. I want to be a jewelry maker and make things for people that I can see them wear and enjoy and just look so fabulous on and in. Like, it's just fun. But I guess it also helps the fact that I love shiny things, so. Made a galaxy bracelet. It's actually so much prettier than I thought it would be. Do you like how I have weed charms? Yeah. I hope you enjoy those. I don't smoke, but my best friend does. I do not partake in smoking, but I do see my friend do it. And my brother smokes, and my dad smokes the weed. I personally don't do it because I don't have a reason to. They're doing it for medical reasons. My dad does not have a chill. And alcohol makes him angsty, so he smokes to be chill. My brother smokes because if he doesn't smoke, he doesn't eat. My brother physically cannot tell when he's hungry, or just won't remember that he's hungry, or feel that he's hungry, unless he's smoking. My brother does not eat when he's not smoking. I remember when my brother stopped smoking for a while, he didn't fucking eat. And I was so worried for him. For like so long. I'm making a purple and green one because someone during one of my lives was like, oh my god, can you make a purple and green one? And I was like, sure, I'll remember. Of course, I started with the two that I liked. Well, I thought were the funnest. Yeah. Silver and gold was a fun one for me, but also so difficult to find beads. I do not have gold like they thought I did. I mean, I still made something. I still found something that works, but it's not exactly what they think they're getting, probably. I don't know what they think they're getting. They're just like, I just think it's really pretty color combo. I was like, yeah, it might be pretty, but it doesn't mean I have it. Lol. Don't get me wrong, I still tried, okay? If you give me, like, an ask when it comes to jewelry, I'll see what I can do. But if I cannot do, I'll probably just, forget about it. In the way of, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. So I just won't do that. Something I will say is if I'm ever wearing bracelets in public, probably won't, but I do occasionally wear bracelets. If you try to trade with me, I will trade with you. Because I just think it's so special and it's really fun. Are you gonna get a really high quality version of bracelet even if you give me a shitty one? Yeah, probably. I traded a bracelet with a girl. I gave her my broken bracelet. And she was like, my god, this is so high quality. I was like, thank you, I made it. And she was like, oh my god, it's so nice. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. But I personally thought it was the broken one, and it was. It wasn't that it was missing any beads or that any of the beads broke. The reason I call it the broken bracelet was because of the fact that the spacer beads that I used go inside the other beads because the hole is too big to be combined with the spacer beads. So they kind of just clicked together and slide around on the bracelet back and forth a lot. Personally, I didn't like that look. But she loved the bracelet that I gave her in exchange for a rainbow bracelet that matched my cosplay. So, fair is fair. At least she liked it. At least she'll get more enjoyment out of that bracelet than I will. I personally like the rainbow one she gave me. I struggle to make stretch cord bracelets. As nice as stretch cord is, I fucking hate it with a burning passion. Which is why I use this metal, is because it does the same thing as a stretch cord. It's more adjustable, and it doesn't fit too tightly. Like, it is very loose. Like, I can do this just as easily as stretch cord. And it doesn't leave, like, a mark like stretch cord can if you use the wrong beads. Personally, some of my bracelets are a little stabby. I prefer wearing my bracelets over sleeves. Like, I have, like, these, armband, like, things that I wear. I have rainbow ones, because slay. The one thing I know is I'm really easy to find at cons because I choose the most wild outfits. Like, I actively am trying to stick out. This is the purple and green one. I hope you enjoy the fact that I made it a pattern. Do you like how easily I got that on and off my wrist? Just, like, so confident. I remember someone asked me to put a necklace on them before, and I finished doing that really quickly, and they were like, is it on already? How? Apparently I'm really good at putting necklaces on people. Really fast. I don't know if that's a skill I should be proud of. But she, like, seemed like, what? How did out already? And I was like, I'm just good at using clasps, I guess. I don't know. Also, this is the charm I chose for this one. It's a little spiral. Kind of like a cat. I'm gonna go on to the weed one because I want to give this to my friend tomorrow. Because I know she'll love it because it's weed. But it also has jade and stuff, which is, money. It gives you good luck in money and wealth. And, well, I kind of want her to get hired by this job already. Because she was supposed to be hired. They already made her, like, get her badge photo and everything. And they were like, we'll call you when everything is settled and that you are on the schedule. They never called her. But they also did this where they kept telling her time gauges and then just not following through perfectly. Or at a reasonable time. So it could just be the workers being slackers. Which my brother realized when he started working there, that, like, a lot of people do actually slack on their job. Which is hilarious that my brother would point that out. Not because he's a slacker, he's never been a slacker. When my brother works, he actually gets his shit done. It was just the fact that he just happened to work in a place where a lot of people like to slack is really funny. I find it hysterical because my brother is the opposite in so many ways. He hates when people don't do their job quickly. He doesn't appreciate slow people. So I find it hilarious that he's working with a bunch of really slow people. Personally, it's funny to me. But I also feel kind of bad for him because nobody wants to work with someone who's slow. I don't. I like it when people get their job done and, like, efficiently. Like, you're going to work to get paid. just get your job done fast, you know? But not everyone thinks the same, and that's fine. A lot of them are last minute type workers, and I absolutely hate last minute type workers. Which is kind of why I stopped letting my videos get edited. Like, I really wanted to give this person the opportunity to edit videos for, like, a YouTuber. They took too long. And I personally hate waiting. You either get it done as soon as I send it, or you don't get it done at all. And if you have your own life, then, like, continue with your life, I'll continue with mine. Which is why I don't want people editing my videos, unless it's a one and done thing. I personally like just posting content as is, without any editing. Because one, it's more real, and two, it's not like I've got anything important going on. And also, if YouTube finds music in my background, it's because my dad does not know how to turn the volume down. And it's also his house. So, well, technically my grandmother owns it. Not even the grandmother that's related to him either. It's the grandmother on my mom's side. My parents are divorced, which is fucked. Because, like, she actively bought this house because she knew how much it meant to my dad, but also the fact that it helped my father made it so she could spite my mother just a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, my mom's not the greatest person in the world. Neither is my dad. They're both assholes, but I love them because they're family. And despite their flaws, I will still love them. I will call my dad an idiot when he's being stupid, though. It's not disrespectful, it's just pointing out facts. Don't say something stupid. It's stupid. My pet peeve is dumb people. So when people comment, like, hate comments, I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And, like, if you don't like it, ignore it. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep coming on your For You page. Which is, like, within stupidity. Like, are you really that stupid? If you don't like something, why would you comment on it? The comment section is made for advice and or more emotion than what a like can give. I like reading comments. It brings me joy. If you say something in a hypercritical way, or a, hey, you're missing something type way, chances are I already know what is missing on that cosplay, and I am already working on it, but I have not added it yet because I am either busy doing something else or have other things that I need to get done first, or I simply cannot afford it yet. Basically, put your money where your mouth is. If you say something's missing in my cosplay, buy it for me or shut the fuck up. I already know what's missing. I can tell. I can see with my own eyes. I've watched these animes that I am dressing up as. I've watched these shows. I know what's missing. I know what costumes I can make. I know what I can add to these the next time. But I simply cannot afford to constantly be adding 24/7. I cannot fully access. I'm showing you the process of cosplay by cosplaying little bits and pieces of characters at a time. I'm showing you the development from the beginning of the start of cosplay to the end. That is my channel. It is showing you the development of the start to finished product of a cosplayer. My cosplays all started with wigs. That's it. That's all I got. And it's because I could ask my family to buy them for me for Christmas. That is how all of it started. With me buying wigs. And the reason I even started cosplay in the first place was not to show my fandom for the characters. It was actually a way for me to have colored hair before I could dye my hair without someone taking me to a salon. Because my grandmother absolutely hates that I dye my hair. I dye my hair because it makes me feel creative. There's nothing wrong with that. It allows me to express my personality and creativity through color. Not everybody can see it that way. Not everyone will. But that's fine. But I get judged so hard for having dyed hair. When she dyes her hair, and she's like, it's different. I'm dyeing it back to its natural color. And I'm like, your natural color is gray now. Embrace it. I know you don't like feeling old. Embrace it, though. Because age is beautiful. I saw this old lady with purple hair, and I was like, you're so fun. I mean, you could tell she was old. But she was at least fun. You could tell she was a great person. Based off the fact that she was just vibing. I remember once, someone came through drive-thru, and they were just all the way leaned back in their truck. And I'm like, you look so comfortable. And they laughed. And I was being so dead-ass honest. Because they looked so comfortable. I was being so honest. They looked so comfy. I was like, wow, I wish I was laying down like that much and just vibing while waiting for food. The only reason I buy any form of fast food is because there's coupons. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna eat it, okay? I have a box of pasta, and I can make some tomato sauce. Sometimes I'll even use the store-bought tomato sauce. I prefer the homemade stuff. It tastes so much better. But sometimes laziness prevails, and I just buy it. Is it anywhere near as good? No. But is it edible? Yes. And that's what matters to me. Just plain pasta and tomato sauce. That's all I need. And I can be the happiest bird. I made a green one. And I'm gonna attach this leaf. It's gonna be so great. I might not smoke, but I don't judge you if you do, because there are so many good reasons to smoke. There are so many great medical properties of weed. And that's why I don't judge people when they start doing any form of drugs. I only judge you if you don't seek help if you take it too far. And it's not out of anger or disgust, it's out of pure sadness and care for your well-being. But there are medical properties to every form of drug and medicine. And we should respect that and learn how to harness the powers for our own benefit. But that's also why I just can't judge people who do any form of drug. Even drinking. I don't blame the people who drink. They have their reasons. They might not be the best reasons, but they have their reasons. And I personally can't judge them for it. It's just not my thing. Like, I don't drink alcohol because I personally find it disgusting. Don't get me wrong, my friend knows how to make, like, a good drink, but, like, even then, I'm just like, I'd rather not be drunk. But I also know there's angry drunks in my family, and I'm just not gonna risk it. I look at my family tree, I look at the people that get drunk, and I'm just like, nah, I don't want that. I look at my bloodline to judge drinking, and that's about it. Because some people, they're happier and more chill when they're drunk. Me, personally, I would not know. I've never been drunk before. I'm 21, so I could easily just go for it. I don't want to. I see it as a waste of money. Waste of time. Waste of energy. To drink. When I can just drink a glass of soda and be so much more happy. Or a chocolate milkshake. That makes me happy. I don't need alcohol. Give me chocolate. I don't need alcohol, I need chocolate. push y'all more towards me. Because there's nothing really going on that far. And I tend to hold things closer to my body when I'm making stuff. Because it's easier, one, and because I can see it better. I personally have really bad eyesight. I will say that none of my bracelets are bad to wear because of the fact that you can shower with them on and they will be perfectly fine as long as you make sure they dry. Just like make sure they dry. They'll be fine. If you want to make sure they last forever and no potential of rust, because they are made of metal, metal can rust no matter how difficult. There is jewelry oil, and they also just dunk them in alcohol. Rubbing alcohol, perfect. They'll be shinier, they'll just be so clean. Regular wear and tear. That was the advice I gave when a person was like, I can wear these in like the shower, right? Like these are like just such a perfect fit. And I was like, yeah, just make sure you like rinse it with alcohol. Or dry it really well. It won't rust as long as you like care for it. Follow the care instructions. But they are metal, so you still have to keep an eye on them. Because the potential to rust is still there. And the only part that I'm really worried that would rust is mainly the clasps that I use on most of my jewelry. On the bracelets I'm currently making, they don't have clasps. I'm not really worried that they're gonna rust. The reason cars rust really easily is because of the fact that they get salt underneath them, and it wears away their protective layers. Or at least, that's what I've been told. I could be very wrong. But they tend to rust very fast in the colder climates because of the fact that the salt is getting rid of their protective oil. Which is why you're supposed to wash the underneath of your car just as much as you are supposed to wash the top. Oh, look at me giving out car facts. I did learn some things, I promise. I listened to my friends and my mechanics. I dated a mechanic once. That was a thing. My sister-in-law is a mechanic. That's a thing. I was wearing the jacket my sister-in-law made for me, though, out in public, and someone was like, that jacket is awesome. And I was like, yeah, she made it. And he was like, can you make me one? Like, so innocently. And she then gave him her number so that she can make him a jacket. He's willing to buy the pattern, even pay for gas to go to Joann's, even the fabric. Everything. It was so sweet. It was just like a genuine, like, really? I'm gonna get you snacks. Because I like snacks. I do actually have a granola bar behind me. I could eat that instead. But I'm gonna end this video because it's been an hour. I only film hour-long content. Sometimes a little more. Peace, love, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video where I finish the rest of the 5 bracelets.